In the summer of 1776, a bold document emerged from a small group of colonies on the edge of the British Empire. Written in clear, defiant language, it announced something almost unthinkable for its time, that ordinary people had the right to break away from their king. The Declaration of Independence did more than declare American freedom, it sent shockwaves across the world. By 1776, tensions between Great Britain and its American colonies had reached a breaking point. For more than a decade, colonists had protested British policies they believed violated their rights. Taxes were imposed without representation. Trade was restricted. British troops were stationed in colonial cities. Events like the Boston Massacre and the Boston Tea Party convinced many Americans that peaceful reform was no longer possible. Still, independence was a radical idea. Many colonists feared that breaking away from Britain would lead to chaos, war, or defeat. The British Empire was the most powerful force on Earth, commanding the world's strongest navy and vast global resources. To challenge it seemed reckless if not suicidal. The turning point came with war. In April 1775, fighting erupted at Lexington and Concord. What began as resistance became open rebellion. As the conflict dragged on, colonial leaders realized they needed more than weapons, they needed legitimacy. They needed to explain to the world why they were fighting. In June 1776, the Continental Congress appointed a committee to draft a declaration. Thomas Jefferson, a young Virginian known for his eloquence, was chosen to write the first draft. Drawing on Enlightenment ideas from thinkers like John Locke, Jefferson argued that governments existed to protect natural rights, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. When a government failed to do so, the people had the right to abolish it. The document went further than political theory. It directly accused King George III of tyranny, listing grievances that justified separation. By naming the king, the declaration made compromise impossible. This was not a protest. It was a revolution. On July 4, 1776, the Continental Congress adopted the Declaration of Independence. Church bells rang in Philadelphia. Public readings followed across the colonies. For many Americans, the moment was both exhilarating and terrifying. By signing the document, the delegates committed treason in the eyes of Britain. If the revolution failed, they would hang. The shock was not limited to America. News of the declaration spread quickly across Europe. Monarchs and empires watched closely. If the American experiment succeeded, it could inspire similar uprisings elsewhere. Ordinary people, not kings, were claiming sovereignty. The declaration also played a crucial role in securing foreign support. France, long an enemy of Britain, saw opportunity in America's bold stand. Though aid came gradually, the declaration helped convince foreign powers that the colonies were serious about independence, not simply negotiating for better treatment. Yet the declaration was imperfect. Its promise of equality did not extend to enslaved people, Native Americans, or women. Jefferson himself owned slaves, a contradiction that haunted the nation from its birth. Still, the ideals written on that parchment became a standard by which future generations would measure American demand change. The war dragged on for years. Victory was uncertain. But the Declaration had already changed everything. It transformed a colonial rebellion into a global cause. It redefined the meaning of legitimacy, power, and government. When the United States finally won its independence, the Declaration became more than a historical document. It became a promise and a challenge. Its words would inspire revolutions in France, Latin America, and beyond. A single declaration, written by a small group of men, shocked the world by daring to say that power belonged to the people. History has never been the same.